If you are in the market for a job and you're a woman, you have to meet our next guest. Her name is Vicki Brackett. She's founder and president of Make It Happen for Women, and she says men get jobs faster, and we are about ready to ask her why. All right, so good morning to you, first of all. This was shocking. We were chatting about this in the newsroom yesterday, and I got to tell you, ladies, we were chatting about this one. Why are the men getting jobs faster?
Well, there's a few reasons. The first one is that women don't brag about it. We're taught as a young girl not to be self-serving. A man has no problem telling you how great he is, but we don't. Another reason is that women believe that they'll be hired because they're a good person, they're trustworthy, they're loyal, and that's not why. A man will be able to tell a company what he's good at.
Don't you think a lot of this has to do with the way we are raised? I mean, when you go in for a job interview, it feels a little weird to talk about your qualifications because you feel like you're bragging.
Well, you're right. That's exactly how we're raised.
We're supposed to, right?
Absolutely. Women say things like, we did this and we did that. Men will say, I did this, I did that. So a woman needs to sort of switch on that type of behavior in an interview. She also can say things like, under my leadership, this is what happened.
And that's the way to do it so you're not judged as though you are someone who might be difficult to deal with in the office environment. Right.
How many real egotistical women have you met in the business world? Not very many.
Right.
Because we're always worried about everybody else. We're the nurturers.
It's true. All right, so you've got some tips, and I got to tell you, some of the numbers are staggering. You say women are looking in all the wrong places for jobs.
Absolutely they are. Only 4 to 10% of the people in this country get a job on a job board, yet women spend 90% of their time looking on the job boards.
I want to say that again, 4 to 10% of people in this country are getting jobs from these postings that are on, say, the internet or in the newspaper.
That's correct, or on company websites.
Where can we look then? What do we do?
Well, there are 11 different marketing channels in this market to look for a job. Networking's one and job boards are one, and they're not working because most people don't have the right network on the corporate ladder or the right industries. There are opportunities out there. Anytime you see movement inside of a company, there's a new CEO, their sales are up or down, there's a leveraged buyout or merger or acquisition, which we're seeing a lot of, that indicates movement. And you can actually put a piece of direct mail together, and you want to target the person above the hiring manager.
So this is all about this marketing campaign.
Absolutely.
That you're saying. Okay.
Absolutely.
Go to their boss.
Go to their boss, because what if the hiring manager is on their way out?
Okay.
Your resume might intimidate them. So go to the person above the hiring manager.
Let's go to the resume, because you say that there are some resume boosters we might not know about. What are they?
The first thing is companies are looking for 3 things: make the money, save the money, or minimize their risk. And people don't put that on their resume. They write their job description. We know what a marketing director does, or an IT programmer, or a CEO. Tell them why you're the best.
And right now, really, with the economy the way it is, it's okay to go in and say, I've got some new ideas, because I think companies are really craving something new. We've got to do something to make change move forward, right?
Absolutely. And right now what's happening in the market with women is they're pulling back on their job search while men are forging ahead, because we're getting caught up in baking the cookies and Aunt Ellie's fudge and making the pageant costume. Meanwhile, the men go into the office 2 or 3 hours a night and they're working on their job search. So men will have a competitive edge during the holidays. And yes, companies are hiring. They want to make decisions by the end of the year,
sure,
even in this market.
One last question for you, and for me, it's the hardest one. I know you say we need to be prepared to answer the question, why are you the best candidate? Right? I mean,
absolutely. Well, 99% of people can, especially women, because we don't brag. Tell the company how you're going to make the money, how you're going to save the money, and how you're going to minimize their risk. That's what they're concerned about, and that will separate you from the competition.
In what, a minute or less?
30 seconds. 30 seconds or less. 30
okay.
seconds or less.
Vicki, what a pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much.
Me.
Appreciate your time this morning, and hopefully we're helping a lot of people out there.